This is how deleting social media allowed me to generate £1 million in profit for my business, move out to Dubai to sell my course and scam more teenagers, and boost my testosterone and productivity levels by 1,000 milligrams. All you need to do is buy my course in the link in description, and no, it's not one of these videos. I know you're watching this, you've probably been through 50, hundreds of videos on why you can't get off social media, how to quit social media. It's endless. How many times do you reckon you and me have both deleted TikTok and Instagram to re-download it the next day, to delete it for a week, to re-download it the next week, to delete it again, to only go back on it on the web browser on your laptop? Yeah. It's not one of those videos on social media detox, dopamine, biological, psychological aspects of it. You can go to David Attenborough for that. I'm about to tell you something much more important. The thing is, we care way too much. It's almost like an unhealthy obsession. Imagine a 4-year-old kid playing on video games, playing GTA with Whatsits all over his fingers and cheese puffs. It's unhealthy like that. You may be thinking, Amani, what the heck are you on about? Why are you talking about a 4-year-old kid playing GTA? Just shut up and listen. Every time we open social media, it's for one specific purpose: to indulge in other people's lives. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying to yourself, well, I use social media to look what my friends are doing. It's the same stuff, mate. Give it a rest. Every time we open social media, we consciously or subconsciously compare our lives to the people that appear on our feed. For example, you open the app on Instagram and you immediately see one of these rappers with 24-carat chains, glistening teeth, with 2 big booty bitches right next. Oh my god, I hate fridges when they do this. Maybe it's because what I was about to say, they didn't really like it. Or you might see Jessica from your school post her avocados and toast with the golden sun beaming down with all her girls going like, when in reality, they're all miserable and need an external source of validation just to make them feel better about their mental health. Allow me to demonstrate this to you in monkey terminology. Something so simple that a 3-year-old toddler that doesn't know how to learn the alphabet will understand. We have monkey 1 and monkey 2. Monkey 1, we will call him Enrique. Sorry in advance if your name is actually Enrique. And monkey 2, we will call him Gary. Sorry again if your name is Gary. It is a bit of a weird name though. Monkey 1, otherwise known as Enrique, posts positive inspirational quotes on his Instagram story every day, taking videos of him putting on a smile when he's not actually happy. It just looks cool, so leave him alone, in order to gain social validation from his peers around him. The only time Enrique is actually happy is when the other monkeys like and comment on his posts. These give him short bursts of highs. Deep down, Enrique's life is miserable. He is depressed, sad, and lonely. Enrique thinks that by posing in front of a Lamborghini that isn't his, parked outside of Wagamama's, he will feel accepted as people will like and comment on his post. Enrique thinks this will make his life better, as people will finally start to hang around with him and be his friend. However, what Enrique doesn't know is he is making the situation worse. Much worse. Monkey 2, Gary, has just got back from his morning swing on the trees, throwing monkey shit at other monkeys. Man, I wish I was a monkey sometimes. Gary opens his phone straight onto Instagram and sees Enrique posting his inspirational quotes on his story and smiling next to the Lamborghini. Gary immediately feels jealous, as how has a monkey at his age got a Lamborghini? I will only be happy when I get a Lamborghini, Gary thinks to himself. Gary begins to compare his life to Enrique's life. Gary sees the inspirational quotes on his story and is annoyed that Enrique always feels positive and Gary doesn't always feel like this. Gary is getting lost in Enrique's false reality. They both end up miserable. I hope this monkey analogy explained it, as there is 2 sides to this, but one thing both monkeys have in common is that they care too much about other people's lives. Simple. It gets to the point where we start to think about other people's lives through a screen compared to our lives, the one we're actually living. It's like an obsession. Every time you see the clip of the streamer acting like an idiot with the GTA clip below it, we get immersed, we get hooked on, when it isn't even the actual reality. We get immersed in someone else's false reality. Then when you're not on your phone, every other thought is, ooh, what's this streamer doing now? What's this person had for dinner? Has this person gone to the gym today? We start to think about other people's lives much more than our actual ones, the ones we're living today. And don't get me wrong, I'm a victim to this too. When I used to post motivational fitness, self-improvement type content on TikTok, I used to be like Enrique. I used to post these videos in order to feel accepted, in order to get these likes, in order to feel a source of validation from the people around me. Also, I adopted traits like Gary. I would endlessly scroll through videos of people being rich, of success quote, life advice type stuff, and it made me always compare my lives to other people's. And even when I found the valuable content, the valuable motivational type content, if you could say, I was stuck in a analysis paralysis, always consuming lots of information and not actually doing shit with it. It's just a bit pointless at the end of the day. I was comparing my life to the gurus that sell courses to scam kids, just to make me feel more miserable and less content with the life I was living. Would you rather get trapped inside of other people's lives through a rectangular screen, altering your perceptions of reality and making you feel even more miserable, or do something actually fun and meaningful with your life? Do you remember when you were a kid, you used to have water fights, make pizzas, play sports, go out running around in the park, then you come home all sweaty and out of breath, only to be excited for an adventure for the next day? Where's that gone? It's gone from that to people lying down on your beds all day, scrolling on TikTok, and the only time they will get up is to go to the TV to watch Netflix or just go take a shit, and they'll still bring their phone with them. Sometimes if you could step outside of your body and really analyze what's going on, you'll literally look like a robot just consuming a bit of light off the screen, which is pretty pointless because at the end of the day, it's just other people's lives. So it's not even like it's doing you any good. You look like a mindless NPC, as they would say. Since I've stopped scrolling and I deleted TikTok and Instagram and posting stuff for validation, I wouldn't say my life has drastically improved and turned me into a self-improvement testosterone warrior. It sure has got rid of some of the negative thoughts that were in my mind every time I open the app. It's made me to be a bit more happy and a bit more content with what I've got. There's a nice quote by Theodore Roosevelt. I think that's how you say it, Roosevelt, and it goes like, comparison is the thief of joy. And I think it perfectly resembles this video. When we compare our lives to other people, it just creates a want, a need. We need what they have in order to feel happy and content with our lives. But then in reality, it creates a missing gap and it makes us to feel more miserable, and we can't be happy or content with what we've got. Do you remember at the start of the video where I was dressed in a navy suit, I had the nice watch on, the sunglasses, the Jordans, I was walking down the stairs doing like the mafia boss symbol. I probably looked quite rich and successful. It looked like I might have been trying to sell you a course. You probably came to 101 different conclusions in your brain. But I guess I did that to show you that most of the time people just show their positive bits on social media and they don't show all the other insecurities or flaws or imperfections they may have. That can make us feel like, what? These people are living a perfect lives. What? How is this possible? This iceberg analogy perfectly explains it. Let me show you. So that is what you see on social media. You see these people smiling, you see them all happy, living an amazing life, like a perfect life. But you don't see all the other stuff below it, their insecurities, their struggles, their sacrifices, their risk, all this, not negative stuff, but the stuff that's not really appealing. So we always see the top of the iceberg, and then we think this is how life should be. Life should be perfect. When in reality, no one's life is perfect. Everyone has ups and downs. Everyone has insecurities, everyone has imperfections, but most of the time we just don't show it. So don't let someone else's top of the iceberg represent how life should be for you. Like, look at Cristiano Ronaldo. You see him score goals and you see him in the adverts. He looks amazing. Pause. He's probably like one of the best footballers in the world. But what you don't see is the sacrifice he put into it. The days where he had restless nights, when he was overthinking, when he was stressed out, when he had bad relationships, loads and loads of stuff. You just see him at the top. You don't see all this other stuff below it. Like I said, don't let it trick you. That's why I was wearing the suit, because I was trying to symbolize that. People on social media only show you the top of the iceberg. They don't show you everything else. Then it creates false realities in your head. So if you were to take something from this video, from this endless run on me shitting on social media, it would be just be aware next time you're on it. I know I said a lot of stuff in this video, but just be aware next time you're on it. Ask yourself, why am I posting this? Is it for other people's validation, or am I posting this for me? Why am I looking at these people's posts? Then you'll start to realize that we care way too much. And obviously there's going to be some positive aspects of social media. I'm not saying it's terrible at all, but this is kind of a rant, so it's basically me saying all the negative stuff from it. You're probably thinking to yourself, all my friends on social media, how can I contact them? Bro, if they're really your friends, just get them on WhatsApp, get them on the phone, on FaceTime, and you can talk to them properly there. But yeah, social media, that's what I think of it in this video. Mwah. Adios.